Hello everyone, welcome to the Right Theater, and today it is finals week, which hopefully means that everyone passes, just like I am hoping. But instead of studying for that, I asked all of the lovely people on my Discord server anime trivia questions to get those brains pumping for Brain Week, baby. Let's go. So yes, I asked most of the people on my Discord server who are active, what's some anime trivia questions? Get those brain juices pumping. So, also, the stakes are if you get the question right, you get a shout out. If you get the question wrong, you don't. And there are 5 questions. You have to get all 5 questions correct to get the shout out. Let's go over the answers. Let's go over Brummy's answers first. So Brummy said the 3 series he wanted to be asked questions about were JoJo, Assassin's Classroom, and Psyche K. So I asked him his first question, what is the name of Joseph Joestar's stand? And he said Hermit Purple, which is correct. Next, I asked him what Koro-sensei's real name was from Assassination Classroom, and he said Ryushi, which is correct. He did not give me the last name, which if he did, bonus points I guess, but he did not, so he got that question correct as well. The third question I asked him was what was Psyche K's age, and he correctly answered 17. That is 3 questions down, only 2 more to go, and he gets the shout out. So his next question was to name all 7 JoJo's from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, and he answered them all correct, which you can see here. Everything from Jonathan to Gabby, he answered them all correct, so good job. And the question I asked, and the final question for the shout out was, what band sings the song Shine On You Crazy Diamond, which Josuke Higashikata's stand is named after in part 4, and Brahmi correctly answered Pink Floyd, and therefore he gets the shout out, so his TikTok will be linked down in the description below, so enjoy the content that he produces over there. Next, I asked the user Sasuke Uchiha which 3 anime he would like to be quizzed on, and he answered 7 Deadly Sins, Hunter x Hunter, and Demon Slayer. So I first started off with asking him the obvious first 7 Deadly Sins question of being that what are all of the 7 Deadly Sins names? And he answered them all correct, as you can see here. Good job. Next, I asked him what level did the Hunter Association say that Meruem was in the Chimera Ant arc, and total crapshoot. And absolutely correct answer was level B. That's kind of a B. Level B, which was correct. Good job, Sasuke Uchiha. And the final question I asked him was a multiple choice question of what color does a pink sword represent in Demon Slayer? And my answers were love, lust, or fire. The correct answer being love. However, it's kind of a trick question because love was the obvious answer, like he pointed out, and the answer was he answered lust when the answer was actually love. So therefore, sadly, he does not get the shout out. However, a very valiant attempt, very nice on that Meruem question, and maybe better luck next time in a future episode. Sorry about that, it has been 0 time for you, but it has been an entire week for me, and I passed my finals, woo! But Brain Week is not over yet. I still have to ask more people more questions, and this next person is a very close friend of mine, being Tony, being one of the very first people to join the Discord server. So let's see if he knows what he's talking about when it comes to his 3 series of choice, being Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Hunter x Hunter. The first question I asked him was, how tall is Vegeta? And he answered 160 centimeters, which just so happens to be 5'5", roundabouts like 49.9, or 4'5", or 44.9, or something like that. He was very, very close, so incredible job, good job. First question, Doug. The next question I asked him is, what is the name of Goku's dad? And he correctly answered Bardock, which very, very nice. And the third and sadly final question I asked him was, who is Roshi's master, original master, the main guy, and he could not come up with his name. And so he sadly got that question wrong, therefore meaning that he would not normally get the shout out, but because Tony is such a close friend of mine, I'm going to be plugging his Twitch channel down in the description below. Go check that out, he's a great guy. The next person I asked was a good friend of mine, Alex Fricker, and I asked them, spoilers right now, spoilers, skip for not to get spoiled, what chapter Ace dies, and he correctly answered that right there. So yeah, good job on that, Alex. The second question I asked him was a pretty obvious One Piece question. It's to name all of the current Straw Hats, and one of them being Vivi on this list. Some of you may have been like, personally, both me and Alex count Vivi because out of everyone who traveled with the Straw Hats, she was the only one to, at least in our opinion, be a Straw Hat for at least a period of time, while everyone else kind of had their own crew or their own thing to do. So yep, that's why she is on this list. And Karo is not, because he is a duck. Another One Piece question, but it's what Alex is the most knowledgeable about, so I proceed to ask them what arc Frankie joins. Now, this was a bit of a trick question, because you could have said Water 7, because that's the arc he introduces. You could say Innie's Lobby, because that's the arc that he becomes an ally of the Straw Hats. However, finally, and the correct answer, which Alex answered correctly, was post Innie's Lobby, which is the arc that he actually joins the Straw Hats. Now, one of the other series he chose was Naruto, and because he's only read part 1 and doesn't know that much about the franchise, I decided to give him a very easy one. Name all of Squad 7, first and last name, and he obviously answered those all correct, so very nicely done, Alex. Time to move on to your fourth question. Just kidding, it is his fifth question, and he answered it correctly, and they are all here. I am very impressed that he got those right, and I didn't feel that bad about giving him a more difficult question because they're my friends. So, yep, absolutely congratulations to him. His YouTube channel will be in the description down below. So thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully maybe another episode. Goodbye!